how to transform your life in 3 to 6 to 9 months by understanding energy, by understanding events and then experiences. So the summary of that is that all is energy. Everything is energy, right? Vibrating its unique frequency. And one of the things I said on Friday was every event exists in the now. Exactly. Thank you, Sage. You really got it. Every event exists right now. Poverty is an event. It's a program. Sickness is an event. It's a program. Disappointment exists right now, right here. Everything is happening right here and right now. Thank you, Honey Princess. So everything exists right now. Bonjour now. Because all is energy. And based on the fact that the system, the quantum field, functions from an energy field, the universal energy field, the collective. Meaning everyone is vibrating different frequencies. Because everyone is an energy field. Everything is an energy field. So guess what happens? By virtue of that, the fact that you don't have an experience right now doesn't mean that that experience does not exist. One of the examples I used was that there are people who have never had terminal disease. You've never experienced cancer. Some people have never experienced poverty. Yeah. But if you look around you, there are terminal diseases, there is poverty, there is people who are struggling, economic crunch, disappointment. There are people who have been so fortunate that they've never had relationship issues. But if you look around you, the rate of divorce is skyrocketing every day. And as much as we try to look for excuses, just to escape taking responsibility for the experiences that we're experiencing right now, the truth of the matter is that as adults, the reason you are seeing some things in your life as your manifested realities is because you accepted the invitation to those events. At some point, consciously or unconsciously, you accepted the invitation to those events. And because you accepted the invitation, you're going to experience the frequency of those events. We choose from the energy field that already exists. Everything exists right now. Nothing is new under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. And that was quite a transformational session. And this is one of the ways to transform your life in 3 to 6 to 9 months. Awareness is the first thing. So you become aware of the dimensions of yourself that you did not know anything about. You become aware of divinity. You become aware of how the world operates. You become aware of universal principles and the laws of nature. And that awareness then produces embodiment. Then you embody all the data and information that you have now discovered about yourself and the universe. You embody. And then the moment you do that, the next 3 months, which is the last one, which is 9 months, you begin the journey of transformation. You begin the journey of transformation. That can also be replicated in 3 to 6 to 9 years. Remember I said that we are entering 2026, which is Universal Year 1. So we are entering a new decade, which of course in numerology is 9 years. Someone said, Mr. Femi, please stop saying 2017 to 2025, 9 years of your life gone just like that. She said anytime I say it, she's like, her heart wants to jump off her body. But I promised you that at the beginning of this month, I'm going to trigger you. I'm going to make you uncomfortable. I'm going to make you uncomfortable. 2017 to 2025, 9 years of your life gone just like that. You have to remember. Someone needs to remind you. And 2026 to 2034 looks far away. It looks like it's far away, right? 2017 was like yesterday. But we are now in 2025. Before you know it, it's 2027 with a new president, or with the current one, we don't know. And before you know it, it's 2034. Another 9 years. How are you going to spend the next 9 years of your life? And that's what I'm preparing you for. So you are not preparing for just the 12th calendar year, which is 2026. You are preparing for the next 9 years. That's what you're doing. You know, we began with the concept of the North Star, your deeper why, your pinnacle cycle. So you are not in the era. If you are above 30 or 40 years, you are no longer in the era of your life path number. You are in the era of your pinnacle cycle. Because the expectation in numerology is that by the time you clock 36, right, you should have embodied your life path. Grand rising. I'm in life path master number 11. By the time I was 36, the expectation is that I should have embodied my life path. So I'm only going to function based on the major macro pinnacle cycle energy. And I'm in my last pinnacle cycle energy 8, right? So if you see me focus, happy Sunday, on legacy building, see me focus on power, prosperity, manifestation, it's because that's the pinnacle cycle I'm in. And because I have been able to embody my life path, it helps me to communicate truth to people in the simplest way that they can understand. Someone said I'm 41, still stuck. So does that mean I'm a failure? This is the kind of vocabulary you need to change. You need to change this vocabulary first. You need to change, because the words that you use to describe your situation is telling you something about your state of mind. I am stuck. It's telling you that your state of mind, your mentality. So the first thing we need to work on is mind engineering. I'm not trying to judge you. Don't be too hard on yourself. It's not rocket science. You can change your mind. You can change your mind. So you are not stuck. Life is happening to you. That's it. Life has happened to everybody that you see. Life has happened. Life happened to Donald Trump. Life happened to Hillary Clinton. Life happened to Barack Obama. Life happened to Peter Obi. Life is happening to Tinubu. Life is happening to every one of us. Remember what I told you on Friday? Universal energy, right? Expression. We are all living witnesses, channels of the expression of the multiversatile energy field, the universal energy field. You are expressing its frequency. I'm expressing its frequency. So everything you see represents the expressions of God, what you call God, infinite intelligence. Lemon Princess, I agree to you. It is an intelligence. It's a system built on infinite intelligence. So life is happening to you based on your investment, based on the seeds that you have sown in the past, based on the things you gave your attention to in the past, based on the things that you focused on 5 years ago, 9 years ago. Now life is happening to you based on how you have related to life. The mind is a software. Thank you. It can be upgraded. You can go to the source code and fix whatever bug and remove the bugs and upgrade the system so the algorithm can then run smoothly. That's all you need to do. So life is simply happening to you. You're not power cycling. You are not servicing. You are not repairing. You are not rejuvenating your system, your software. It's as simple as that. The moment Grand Rising, you brand your situation as a special situation that needs some expert attention. You have shot yourself in the foot. That's what you have done. You have made yourself a specimen for fake prophets and fake alphas and fake this and fake that and fake babalawos to take advantage of you. That's what you have done. There are no special problems anywhere. There are no special problems. Your problem is not a special problem. There is a science behind that challenge. There is a need through right now. Because it's an opportunity in disguise. But the first thing you must do, you must understand the science behind it. And that's my own mission, to help Africans merge spirit and science. The reason many of us are struggling is because how is the internet? I would like you to type in the comment section and let me know how the internet is. Because it seems how is the internet? Oh, okay, we're back. How is the internet? How is the internet, guys? I need one or two people to let me know how the internet is. Okay. But can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Okay, all right then. We had an internet glitch there, network, but it's better now. Thank you. So this is the summary of Friday session. There are no special challenges. There are no special problems. See background, there are no special problems. So let's go to today's session. Today is the day 37, countdown 37 of the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery, which is going to start on the 16th of December. Now, this is the first thing. If you can type this in the comment section, please do so. Train your brain to obey your spirit. The next 9 years is for those who are ready to train their brain to obey their spirit. Your nervous system must work in collaboration. Your peripheral nervous system, your autonomic nervous system, your reticular activating system, they must all work. All your human faculties, they must work in partnership with your brain. For you to have any form of sustainable success, you must train your brain, your nervous system, to obey your spirit. Nobody can lead any sustainable, successful life when they separate their human faculties, their brain, from their spirit. Train your brain to obey your spirit. So there is a spirit science behind strategic success planning. Because success is to be planned. Destiny is not carved in stone. Destiny is not some mystery. Destiny is a program of potentials. It's a program of potentials. Destiny is the strategy, the method, the expression. That's what destiny is. Train your brain to obey your spirit. because it is not your spirit that will carry out the action. It is your brain. Through neuroplasticity, new neurons will be introduced to your brain because you are because of your brain. That's the way you function in this 3D human reality. It is through the office of your brain that you're able to do the right things, because now programs have been installed, neurons that are synonymous to what you expect to see in your life has been introduced. New information has been introduced, and your brain gets to action. So the next 9 years is for those who are ready to train their brain to obey their spirit. In the Bible it says, "Come, let us reason together." I think, is it Isaiah or when? Come, let us reason. God is saying to the infinite intelligence, is saying to finite beings, "Come, let us reason together." Meaning, let us brainstorm together. Pick my brain as I pick your brain. Let's do this together. Come, let us reason together. And then it says, even if your sins are like scarlet, they will be white as snow. You know, a lot of people, you interpret scriptures religiously. Come, infinite intelligence, omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent is saying, come, let us reason together. So it's a dual communication. It's a dual communication system, meaning that you are the reflection of God. So God, infinite intelligence, wants to have a conversation with another God. Come, let us reason together. And by virtue of our reasoning together, through the instrumentality of your brain, because your brain is not just an organ of tissues, it's not just a human part. As long as you live in this incarnate existence, your brain is more than just an organ of tissue. Your brain is the most expensive assets, the most valuable assets in your spiritual estates. In your spiritual estate. So many of you live in estates, right? What we call estate in Nigeria. You have several units of buildings, and the estate is gated. So you have a spiritual estate. Now there is usually a building in that estate that is referred to as the management building. So everything about that estate, the decisions, the financing, the security protocol and operations, everything is managed from that management office. That's what your brain is. There are other buildings, security posts, that are responsible for running, the day-to-day activities of the estate, which are also assets in that estate. But your brain is the most valuable asset in your spiritual estate. So you can't separate your brain from your spirit. You're a spirit having a human experience. So your brain is an occult organ. That's what your brain is. It's an occult organ. Your nervous system. Listen, in neuroscience, we discovered that if your nervous system fails, everything has failed. Because you are right now because of your nervous system. Your liver can be replaced. Your kidney can be replaced. But the moment your nervous system fails, it is death. Either the cessation of life or the cessation from the realities of the physical realities of the desire that you have in your life. You can't separate all of this infrastructure, divine infrastructure that have their physical representations as organs. You can't separate it from your spirit. They must all obey. So what happens is that your soul then becomes the governing center. The other time I said that the soul is the headquarter of your human institution. Your soul is the headquarter of your human institution, right? Meaning that everything in this incarnate existence runs from the headquarter. So messages and signals pass from there based on your soul contract, based on your soul software, the blueprint of your soul. Informations and signals passes to your subconscious mind, which is connected, right? And then your brain is meant to do the work. So the three dimensions of consciousness, the conscious consciousness, the subconscious consciousness, the superconscious consciousness, are meant to work together. They are not meant to be separated. Any God you have to relate with, that you have to shut down your brain before you relate with that God, is a scam. Because God, infinite intelligence, finds authentic expression through the infrastructure of your human faculty, through your brain, your eyes. You can go to a place sometimes and you start feeling a type of way through sensations in your body, because your body is actually also a spiritual organ. Your body is a spiritual organ. So there is a spirit and there is a science behind everything, and you can separate both. No. I said it 2 weeks ago. I said it is the marriage of the spirit and science that will transform the world to the new heaven and the new earth. The marriage, thank you, Luna, the marriage of the spirit and science. Over the years, for centuries, we have succeeded in separating science from the spirit. And science is the proof of the dimensions that exist in the spirit. Science has shown us a lot of the scientific inventions we have in medicine, in technology, in architecture. Name them. We never used to see them in the physical realm, but somebody caught, somebody teleported, somebody elevated their consciousness to the realm, the metaphysical realm of the spirit, and they were able to interpret and invent what exists in the spirit. So now we can now see planes flying, we can see helicopter flying, now we can see missiles, we have guns, we have telephone, mobile phone. All of these things are the evidence and the proof that there is a realm that exists above this realm. And it is when you tap into that realm, you plug into that realm, that you can now interpret everything you catch, you plug into in the physical realm. So you can't separate the two. Thank you, Bukola. You can't separate the two. The goal, this is I'm writing in 2027. I'm going to publish another book. That's apart from the extensive numerology work we're currently doing. And basically what the book is about is bridging the gap between the spirit realm and the material realm. When spiritual laws are known, when spiritual laws are understood, when spiritual laws are known and understood, material things obey. So this is the whole idea behind training your brain to obey your spirit. So the material expression, the material things that you see in your life is a reflection of the laws of the spirit that you know and you understand. Now, there are people who know and they understand that they can never be stranded. Even if they have only 1,000 naira in their pockets, they have tapped into a spiritual law. There is a law that exists, the law of the spirit, the law of supply. So they know even with 1,000 naira in their pocket, they don't feel broke because they are living under that law of abundance. This is all it takes. laws, because everything is by law. Poverty is a law. Prosperity is a law. Marital bliss is a law. Business success is a law. Everything on earth, seen and unseen, they are governed by laws, by principles. And science has been able to help us see that there is an operational system behind all of this. Yeah, material things, physical reality. Spirit science and strategic success planning. Spirit science and strategic success planning. Because success is installed. I am not against prayer. I can't even remember the last time I prayed like most people do. I can't remember the last time I said, oh God, please heal me. God, please bless me. No. I give thanks. Gratitude is what my prayer is. I'm so thankful. I am so happy and grateful that every organ in my body, they can hear my voice because they have their own intelligence. I am so thankful and grateful that my liver, my prostate, my kidney, my eyes, my this, my nervous system, they are all working with me and not against me. I am so thankful that I am strong. That's how I pray. I'm so thankful for this 100 million. Wow, it comes to me now. That's it. Because prayer in itself is not the strategy. It's not the strategy. Prayer is an exercise. It can introduce you to the strategies that you need. If you don't pray like most people do, low vibrational prayers, every demon that is trying to destroy my business, you are already giving your power away. And the emotions that people attach, you see them every morning, and Father, everything trying to destroy my life. You're already giving your power away to the things that are trying to destroy your life. I am not talking about the ignorance of resistance frequencies. I am talking about the recognition, identification, and celebration of resistance frequencies. There are two different things. You know that there are resistance frequencies. Frequencies that oppose. Because see, the other time we talked about building and battling. The moment you start building, simultaneously you are battling. So there are resistance frequencies attached to everything that you are building, that you are doing. Yes, you are aware that they exist. Don't be ignorant. They exist. But you don't identify with them. You don't recognize them. You don't give them seats at the center of your life. Through the instrumentality of prayer, most people are where they are today because of prayer. I hope you know this. Most people where they are today, if they can just stop this pattern of prayer, if they can stop joining all this marathon challenge, all this, you are giving your power away to those things. If you can just practice gratitude for 21 days, even when I was in the gutter, all I was doing was giving thanks. I am so grateful that the next 9 months of my life, I am so grateful that I am in sound mind. Remember on Friday I told you about future vision statements and neurotagging. See, redesign your prayer life. Introduce neuroscience into your prayer life. And watch what happens. Stop prayer points. Cancel prayer points. Introduce neuroscience practices into your prayer life. That's what you are meant to do. Then you become the architects. Because prayer is self-talk. Prayer is not something you offer to some sky daddy to come and help you fight somebody who is trying to fight you. No. Prayer requires your absolute involvement in the process of writing or rewriting the realities you want to see in your life. So you have to be a mathematician, you have to be an architect, you have to be a builder, you have to be a warrior, you have to be a designer. This is the spirit science of strategic success planning. This is how you can design your next 3 to 6 to 9 months through spiritual and neuroscientific mastery. That's all you need. The marriage of spirit and science. That's what you need. That's what you need to leave the camp of the unhealthy competitors. That's what you need to put yourself in a position where you know that the reason you don't have some things is because you don't want them. If you want them, you're going to have them. This is how you catapult yourself to that place of consciousness where you are so relaxed. People start telling you, why are you so relaxed? It's because you know that you have built a system that the reason you don't have some things right now is because you don't want them. If you want them, you will have them. You live the rat race. That's what you do. You live the rat race. You're no longer one of those competitors. You are only looking for people to co-create with, to collaborate with, to partner with. It's a marriage of spirit and science. The future of work is for creators, not workers. Future of work. Creators are the influencers of the present and the future. The new model of strategic creation is spirit science and neuroscience. Is to understand that parts of your body are simply the physical gateways of what exists in your subtle body. You have the body of your soul. This is why you can dream and see a human being in your dream, because every physical body has a subtle body. I can appear to you in your dream. I just need some little rituals and appear to you in your dream. Not and how my physical body will be in my bed, yet I appear to you. Because every physical body has a subtle body. So you must understand that if your subtle body, your astral body, is not sick, if your astral body is authentic, genuine, connected to the universal consciousness, to God, to the divine spark, it's going to start reflecting in your physical body. You will notice you are going to start doing the right things at the right time. Talking to them. There are people who they don't understand why they are doing what they are doing. They do wrong things, and it is true. They don't know why they are doing it. It is because they are not in control of their subtle body. The other time we were having a master class, and I said to the participants, I said, there are people who are unpaid employees of employers of the night. They use your subtle body to carry out assignments. That's why you wake up tired, busted, stressed out, like you worked overnight. It's like you did a night, what do they call it now? Night duty. Like you were a security man overnight in an oil company. You wake up, you are tired. Or you slept because you are an unpaid employee of the employers of the night. And it begins to reflect in your physical body tiredness that you can't explain, misbehaviors that you can't explain, unnecessary talks that you can't explain. Why am I talking like this? You can't explain it because you are not in charge of your subtle body. Your soul has been leased to others. You've given the auspices, the power of your soul. You've leased out your soul to others. You are the greatest custodian of your soul. You should take back your soul from whoever you give it to. In spirit science, the next 9 years is for people who are ready to merge spiritual laws with with brain science. That's how you're going to design your destiny. One of the things we're going to do during the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery, which is starting on the 16th of December. You can click the link in my bio. Is I am going to help you design your destiny by merging spiritual laws and brain science. Spiritual. When you hear science, it's simply showing you the physical dimension of the metaphysical realm. Science is the material aspect of the spiritual realm. The reason religion tried to suppress science, I mean, science is, someone says I'm a scientist, next thing they will say is an atheist. Religion likes dominance, and every religion for that matter, everybody wants to claim they are the superior, they are the best, we are the way. So every other thing that existed, they wanted to shut them down. You are the one that will say, yes, I'm a Christian, yes, I'm a Muslim, but yet I am still going to delve deeper into the spirit of science. There is the spirit of science, and there is the science of the spirit. And that's how those who are ruling the world are able to rule the world, because for a person to be bankrupt 4 times, yet they get back themselves, and they get back themselves and they become richer than they were, because they have discovered the spirit of the science and the science of the spirit. Capo, thank you. So your next success blueprint must be energetically aligned and then scientifically actionable. You use scientific approach to produce results in your life. So you must become a scientist. You must become a scientist. The countries that are advancing, they are advancing because they have scientists. The ability to create something from nothing. That's where science. They are not prayer warriors. No, they may not have prayer mantles, but they are scientific people. They approach life like a scientist. Data collection. They experiment. So the goal is not to separate your human faculties from infinite intelligence. Whatsoever is joined together with God is one God. So we are merging divine intelligence with human cognition. Your brain must obey your spirits. Because if your brain does not obey your spirit, right? In this case, context, your soul now. If your brain does not obey your soul, right? Then your soul's contract, your brain, your actions will be contrary to your desires. That's what many people are suffering from. They desire something, but the actions they are taking, they are directly opposite their desires. They don't have inspired action. Because it is only an inspired action that will produce results, not just activities. So the understanding of energy, of vibration, of intention, as the architect, as the design and architect of your reality, cannot be overemphasized. The world is moving into singularity. The next 9 years, the next 30 years is for creators, not for workers. It's for people who will work less and create more. It's for people who have tapped into their essence, their being. Not people who want to prove a point and do. No. You should be paid. The reward of work in future is going to be based on, you will be rewarded for who you are, not what you do. And many of you that you are watching, you have seen glimpses of these things even in your own life. I have had people in my life who I didn't know I was doing anything for them, but they were paying me every month, and I was saying, why are you paying me? I'm not doing anything for you. I don't know, you are doing something. And when they showed me that whenever we have conversations with you, this is what we have been writing, and we have been using the conversations with you to power this company. I say, wow, I didn't know that, because I had the mentality of a worker. I had the mentality of a worker. And if you are here, you're in Nigeria, you must stand up. The rest, if you are here, you're from Cameroon, Uganda, Rwanda. 2023, I was in Uganda, I was in Rwanda, and I discovered something. A lot of you, if you are here from Uganda, do you have anybody from Uganda here? Anybody from Rwanda here? You have to go, you have to become the agent of change in your country. Because a lot of the youths I met in Uganda, in Rwanda, they still have this obsolete mentality about work, where they thought that for a person to be in the house from morning to night, they must be a Yahoo boy. Until I schooled them and said, I met some of these Nigerian guys you guys are complaining about. These are guys who are in the tech industry. But the mentality of a lot of young people in some of these African countries is that for you to be respected and be somebody, you must go to work at 9 a.m. and come back at 6 p.m. The world is advancing beyond that kind of thinking. And I'm not saying Nigeria is better than the rest of Africa. What I'm saying is Nigerian youths, they've really advanced. You see a lot of people, they control their time and their freedom, because that is the future of work. To have your own freedom, when you have discovered that your economy is actually in your essence. Your economy is tied to your essence. Future economy is tied to your essence. So it's not just going to be about thinking ahead, it's going to be about vibrating ahead. Now you're going to vibrate the frequency of your future statement, your future vision statement. You are already vibrating the frequency of that future vision statement. That's what you're doing. Law of design. Whatever is designed in spirit will find its expression in matter. Whatever is designed in spirit will find its expression in matter. Everything begins in the spirit, the metaphysical realm. Everything begins there. And then it metamorphoses into energy. Energy is the vibration of the spirit, the move of the spirit. Religion misinterprets these things. You can't tell me there is a move of the spirit in a country and the country is shitty like this. There is no move of the spirit yet. Because energy is the vibration of the spirit. So if there is the move of the spirit, which is energy, the vibration of the spirit, the next thing you're going to have is matter, 3D, what you can feel, what you can touch. So I have quite a number of, pastor friends who are young, who are very popular, and when they use all these words, I simply ask them, where is the matter now to prove? You have been talking about how you are dominating everywhere in Nigeria. You are even your small village in Benue. They are unaliving people anyhow, and you are saying you have the move. Where is the move of the spirit? And I'm not saying this to put anybody down, but in the law of design, if anything is designed truthfully in spirit, it must find expression in matter. So sometimes people are just hallucinating, and they think it's the move of the spirit. Or in the next 9 years, the ancestors, whatever you call God in your ancestry, is they are raising a new crop of Africans who are going to combine spirit and science. They are going to understand ancestral operations, because our ancestors understood. Our ancestors never separated science and technology from their spirituality. Weather modification for our ancestors was a technology. So when they have something to do and the rain wants to disturb them, they hold the rain. I traveled for a wedding. It's just I can't bring the person up to come and tell you. I traveled for a wedding and rain wanted to disturb them, and I said, there is something my father taught my brother, let me do it. And I did it, and the rain that was about to fall never fell. And the rain tried again, and I said, let me do it again, and I did it again. And by the time the wedding was almost over, and they said, can you do it again? I said, I won't do it again, let the rain fall. Because there are consequences of stopping nature from having its course. So if you have done it twice, why are you trying to now do it? That's the abuse of power. It is a technology. The problem the average Africans have is that we stopped where our ancestors stopped. We never upgraded that technology. That's why they can do cloud seeding in Dubai. They can do cloud seeding. They can create artificial earthquake in China. And Africans will praise it as technology. But the man in your village who tells you he holds the rain is demonic and evil. Our ancestors were creators. Thank you, mobile creators. The future, the ancestors are coming back now. Because the future belongs to creators, not workers. So whatever is designed in spirit must find expression in matter. If the moment spiritual laws are understood, material things must obey. If material things are not obeyed, the spiritual law is not yet understood. Whatever is designed in spirit must find its expression in matter. And that's the beauty of science. All scientists are spiritual people. Please, that may sound like an assault to your theology, but everybody who has invented something is a spiritual person, because we try to make this spirituality look like it's so complex spiritualities. There are religious people who are deeply spiritual. Every creative person, inventors, all they are spiritual. That's what it means to be a spiritual person. The ability to tap into the immaterial realm and translate and produce results in the material realm. That's what makes you a spiritual person. Every major shift begins as an energetic blueprint. That's what happens. It's an energetic blueprint. You start feeling a type of way. Somebody comes to you and they tell you something. Do it this way. There is an energetic move. Something has been designed in the spirit. And anything that is designed in the spirit would culminate into energy, and energy is the move, the vibrational frequency of that which has been designed in the spirit. When China was ready to restore the destiny of their nation in the 70s, China and Nigeria, they were at the same level. People even thought Nigeria was going to be what China is now. Both Nigeria and China, they were suffering. And Nigeria had more potentials then to even be what China is today. But China designed something in the spirit by virtue of the actions. They initiated something. Action. They were not waiting for Sky Daddy. No. They were not waiting for mysterious divine intervention. They took an action. And the moment they took those actions, they designed something in the spirit. Singapore designed something in the spirit. And guess what happened? There was a move of the spirit. The move of the spirit is the vibrational frequency of what they designed in the spirit. And what are you seeing now? Matter. You are seeing their advancement. There is no move of any spirit currently in Nigeria. Maybe we are the ones that will start it. Don't let anybody use any talk. There is a move right now. There is no move. If there is a move, by now we should be seeing them in the physical realities in the country. So in your own life, if there is no expression in matter, it's because you have not designed that which you desire in the spirit. Spiritual design principle. spiritual design, because guess what? You cannot design anything in the spirit when you are cut off from your roots. No. You can't design anything substantial in the spirit when you are cut off. You just be using big words. There is a move of God right here, right now. Okay, small states. You are the territorial prophet of that state. Yet they are unaliving people anyhow in that state. So you cannot control the affairs of that state and you want to control the affairs of Nigeria. How? But a generation is rising. A generation is rising. And you are part of that generation. You're part of the generation that is rising to rewrite all of these injustices and this wrongdoing that has been dealt to Africans. We've been cut off from our roots. Have you seen recently how China came up with a so-called technology? Ayeta. It's called Ayeta in Yoruba. What you refer to as bulletproof. This one does not protect a part of your body. It protects every part of your body. They shoot you, boom, the bullet no go enter. These are the technologies of our ancestors that we have demonized. But we see fragments of this technology in other countries and we praise them. Dubai does cloud seeding. But we are the cradle. We birth all of this. It is time for us to have, this is a true African renaissance. So listen, the future belongs to Africans. If only Africans can wake up. Because we understand the marriage of spirit and science more than all other race. We understand it. We have forgotten who we are. But there is an ancestral move. We are coming to remembrance. We are beginning to understand that if something is designed in the spirit, it must find material expression. It must find material expression. Spiritual design principle. Next thing. If it does not exist in spirit, it cannot exist in matter. I love science so much. If it does not exist, science has been able to prove to us that some things exist in spirit that many did not believe existed in spirit, and science has proved it to us. So now we know that it actually existed in spirit. The only limitation of science is the thinking that until something can be felt, can be touched, can be seen physically, it doesn't exist. No. So science is contradicting itself, because everything that science has proven to us that we can see, that we can touch, there was a time they never existed as material elements. So there are scientific inventions of the next century that already exist now. Somebody would elevate their consciousness and tap into the realms of the spirit, and they will be the one to engineer that new operation into the material realm, and that person can be you. That person can be you. It can be your son, it can be your daughter, it can be your husband, it can be, that person can be you. I'm the one. I'm the one. I have always loved philosophy as a young man. So I tell myself I am functioning in the realm of philosophy, in the realm of teaching. That's where I'm functioning in. And the inventions, the philosophical inventions that I am going to come up with will so engineer the collective consciousness of Africans that each person will rise up to their authenticity and who they are. That's my role. That's my role. That's my job. That's my mission. And you have your own mission too. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. You are the one. You see how powerful energy is? There is someone that just sent me a message now. I've been thinking about her for days, and she just sent me a message. You will see the proof of energy, vibrations of spirituality around you. You are going to see it if you pay attention. If it does not exist in spirit, it cannot exist in matter. Because it is energy first and manifestation next. That's what it is. Energy first, manifestation next. We're going to stop here today and continue tomorrow. Day 36 countdown to the 36-day manifestation and future design mastery. You don't want to miss this masterclass that starts on the 16th of December. Go to my website. The link is in my bio. We are planning for the next 9 years, not just for 2026. If you pay attention to the event around you, you would understand that you can't afford to carry lasts. No. The world is moving at a very fast pace. The world is moving. This year I have done 3 certifications. 3 this year. To make sure that I am up to speed. 3, I've done it. You can't afford to carry last. The world is entering a new portal from 2026, and that's why this mastery class is for you. If you go to the website right now, www.thefemijubal.com, you will see the courses we're going to look at. How to design your North Star chart. The neuroscience of manifestation. This is going to be more of, here I'm just talking to you. The mastery class will be practical session. You are going to design your way to your success by yourself. Nobody will lay hands on you, by yourself. And you're going to have a blueprint to work with for the next 9 years and even beyond. Because you are the one. Say after me, I'm the one. I am the one. Me, I know I'm the one. I'm the one to rewrite whatever is contrary to greatness, to purpose, to power in my ancestral lineage. I am the one to reactivate. I'm the one to bring back the glory of my ancestors. I am the one. I'm the one. Student is ready, what happens? The teacher will appear. So you are the one. You are the one. You think you are irrelevant, but you are the one. Oh, you think the last 9 years was you have nothing to show for it, but the next 9 years you can become the one that you already are in the next 9 years. You are the one. Because the goal from 2026 to 2034 is to rise up the ladder of numerology to the place of mastery. You are going to get to the place of the master number 33, the place of legacy, the place of impact by 2034. You become an authority. It doesn't matter. Some of you are 25 years old. 9 plus 25, that is 34. You are the one. You are the one. Tomorrow I'm going to be live on Instagram. So we're going to continue this tomorrow on Instagram at Femi Jubal for the Monday Business Conclave. So if you would like to continue this session, join us tomorrow on Instagram. And if you'd like to subscribe to the masterclass from December 16th, which I would encourage you to do so, click the link in my bio or send a DM. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. Tomorrow is 8:30 on Instagram. I am the one. Architect. I am the builder. I am the warrior. I am the Lord of my universe. I am the one. I know what to do. I know where to go. I know who to speak to. I know what is doing me. I am the defender. I'm the go-getter. I'm no longer going to wait. I'm not going to repeat the patterns of the negative patterns of my parents. I'm the Lord of my universe. I am the ruler of my energetic space. Thank you, brother. I'm the ruler of my energetic space. I shield myself from resistance frequencies. I am a builder, right? But I am also a warrior. I build and I battle. So I hold my building tool in one hand, but I also have my weapon in the other. I come in peace, but with a sword in my hand, in my pocket, covered with a velvet, ready to fight, to protect my destiny, because my destiny is a program of potentials. So any restriction and opposition that wants to hinder the program of my potentials, there is a weapon for you. Salamu alaikum, I come in peace, but if you want war, I am ready. That's how you live your life. I love what Oyedepo said the other time. For years, I've never forgotten what this man said. He said, if you live your life to chance, you will end up a casualty. That's what he said. Live your life to chance and you end up a casualty. And you think these men don't have plans? Adeboye, Oyedepo. You think because they claim God called them, they left their lives to chance? No, they had strategies and plans. My brain must obey my spirit. My nervous system must come back to life. Every aspect of my human infrastructure, of my human faculty, must come back to life and work and obey instructions from the office of my soul. Because I'm the one. I can't afford to miss it. No, I can't afford to waste my life. I'm in my last pinnacle. No, a lot of you here, if you're over 40, it's the dangerous time. You are in your last pinnacle. You must rise up to what you are meant to rise up to. No more complain. You are the one. If you are in your 40s, hear what I'm saying to you. You are in your last pinnacle. I am the one. I am the one. I am the one. So nothing can stand in my way. There are people who, what is holding them down is sickness. And they have accepted that sickness as a part of them. Speak to your body. The sickness is trying to stop you from positioning yourself to be the one. So speak to your body. Speak to the organs of your body. The organs of your body can hear you. The organs of your body. Your kidney can hear you. Your liver can hear you. Your body can heal itself. Your nervous system can hear you. Your brain can hear you. Your prostate can hear you. Your vagina can hear you. Your ovaries can hear you. You must become a master. You must merge spirit and science. You must merge spirit and science, because you are the one. We're thankful, we're grateful for an amazing new week, productive new week. We are protected, we're shielded, we produce results, we are blessed, we're warriors. The rest of the year, it's going to be amazing for us. It's amazing. The rest of the year is full of joy, of abundance, of healing, of power, of prosperity, influence. Even as we use that to lay the foundation for the next 9 years of purpose, of power, of mastery. And so shall it be. Ashe, Ashe. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great week ahead. Thank you.